Alright, we're back with round 2. This is probably the best draw we've had so far in terms of just curve consideration. Glen Hawk Idol is pretty much our best 2-drop. I'm just going to immediately deal with that and make sure that he can't start fueling Bloodthirst. I'm happy to trade a 1-drop for a 1-drop. Okay. So, similar story here. I'm just going to answer everything that he does. And I know it kind of seems like we're playing like we're a control deck. But in some ways, we kind of are. At least in this matchup. We'll go ahead and just play Cathodian out. And just try to keep him off Bloodthirst. That's the biggest deal here. He missed the land drop. He just caught up. But he has to work really hard to get Bloodthirst at this point. And I've won some drafts with red-black. The problem that I have with it is usually when you find yourself in these types of spots, and I'm just going to blow up Blinding Soul Eater here. Yeah. When you find yourself in these kinds of spots where you can't feel Bloodthirst, a lot of your cards just aren't good. So I'm going to hope to draw blue, and have a Muldrifter, get some card advantage back, and just have bigger, better threats than him, and force him to use removal to do anything, and I should be good from there. Okay, so Etched Champion is pretty much just great here because it beats Soulbright Flamekin and my Cathodian trades. And it makes my Mirror Enforcer cheaper. Yeah, overall, this is a pretty good spot for me to be in. Obviously, nice early answers, Sunlance, Mortar Pod, Dispatch. Really going to be great against this deck. We've already seen 3 X1s, which Mortar Pod is just absolutely insane against. And we just have some bigger threats, and maybe he uses Brute Force on this or whatever. Maybe he triggers it into something bigger. Well, actually, he can't here. But I'm perfectly happy to trade. I have no issue trading at all. Because, again, the Etched Champion can't really be removed. I mean, he has to have Smash the Smithereens plus Burst Lightning to really do anything. This puts me on 4. Yeah, and similar story. I'm just going to go for 4 here. And if he can get through for 4, he can get through for 4. I think at this point I'm enough ahead that I can live with it. He had to play a Bloodthirst guy without the bonus. Yeah, and he's kind of in a tough spot here. I could just play Muldrifter, but I'm just going to play Glint Hawk Idol. And see what he can do. Nameless Inversion is fine. Go for 2. And then I'll just equip the Mortar Pod on the Mirror Enforcer. And I should be okay. Yeah, this is a very good start for us. And I feel like this matchup, if you have a decent start as Affinity, is pretty good generally, just because you have the early creatures to really deal with what the Bloodthirst deck does. If they don't curve into like the turn 4 big guys, you're usually okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and block Blood Ogre. And if he pumps it, then I'll sack and kill the Soulbright Flamekin. If he doesn't, I'll let him get a Bloodthirst guy. And yeah, I'll just kill that. Okay. Yeah, and I'm perfectly happy with that once again. This is a Fairy Mechanist for sure. Let's see what we get. I think another Fairy Mechanist is just great here. Go for another 4. And again, we're just in good shape. If he wants to get through for 2, he can get through for 2. I have unblockable damage and damage in the air coming through for multiple turns. Oh, Bloodthirst Vampires. Okay, well... all I do is enable this. Oh, whoops. Grab that. Let's throw these to the bottom. We'll say yes. Do it like that. And then equip Mortar Pod to this guy. And then I'll go to block. And if he can't remove it, I should be fine because I just block him and sack. And that's game over. So he has to remove it pre-combat. Yeah, and that's game. Alright, going to game 2. That was a pretty good draw. He got a little bit stuck on mana as well. And just wasn't able to enable. Yeah, that actually is right. To enable what he was trying to do. I think Aether Snipe is absolutely insane in this matchup, and I think I might bring it in. What could I cut for it? Maybe Spectral Procession. Sunlance is so good here. Maul Drifter is pretty much my only draw spell. Spectral Procession doesn't deal with any of those cards. So yeah, and I'm going to bring in Aether Snipe just because it's really good at resetting Bloodthirst creatures, and it's a really good stabilizing mechanic in these types of matchups. Even though Maul Drifter draws me into cards, sometimes like that Lifelinker gets online and I just can't deal with it. The best way to deal with it is to bounce it and keep him from getting his Bloodthirst again. I should have a decent time doing that considering I have 2 Mortar Pods, double Sunlance, double Dispatch, and a rest. But, and again, this is a pretty good draw. I'm fairly happy with this. Okay, so let's see, maybe another 1-drop. Yep, he got it again. I'm going to play this the same exact way. I'm going to deal with his threats as they come out if I can, to keep him off of the really powerful plays he can make early. Okay. Play Carapace. Just start getting my artifact count up. Okay. And yeah, he'll be able to trigger some stuff, but I'll be able to play down Gust Skimmer and kill it, and then go for 3. just a 2-drop. Do I care that much? How much do I care about the 3-drop? Let's see if he accepts the trade. I kind of doubt it. I think you could have bigger stuff, so I'm gonna take a little bit of beats here and try to get a little bit of card advantage. Okay, another one. I'm in the same spot as the previous turn. Maybe he gets a Blood Ogre into play or whatever. It's entirely possible. But again, I can kill it, I can start to bounce and do all sorts of stuff here. So I can Glinthawk Idol plus Dispatch. That's probably my best play. I could just... Do I want to race? I could do, because I've got 3. Do I just go like this? Go for 7? I think I do. That's kind of what I thought. Oh, I should have used Dispatch there. I don't know why I didn't. Now the race is even. That was sort of dumb. Although I guess technically these race at an even pace. And I can dispatch whatever he plays next. This next turn here anyways. Dust Counter Bat. Okay. So I could play Glinthawk Idol plus Gust Skimmer. Alright, let's see what we get here. Mirror Enforcer, very good. Throwing away Dispatch I don't like, but I can get rid of this now. Took 3 extra damage, which is very, very bad, but I can live with it, especially if I draw another land. Aether Snipe is just going to even this game out really nicely for me. I can block the Dust Counter Bat. Perfectly comfortable with that. Happy to trade. Very far ahead race. Sickle Ripper. So Mortar Pod's great here. Soul Eater is also quite good. Can I play 2? I've got 1, 2, 3, 3. Play both, make a blocker. I think I just play 2 creatures out if I can. And I should be okay. I really hope that 3 damage doesn't catch up to me this game. Okay. So he's only got 1 card. I should pretty much just win from here. Because he doesn't have good attacks. Yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys in the finals.